Weekend entertainment on BBC News 24.
We talked to a man that got married wearing his computer and hasn't looked back since.
Star attractions.
It certainly has an extraordinary twist at the end.
Still Van Wiltord!
Without the hype.
Didn't you get shot at?
We take you to the heart of the story every weekend on BBC News 24.
Hello, I'm David Jessel.
And I'm Sally Bundock.
And this is The World Today from BBC News. Burying the past and looking to the future, but it's make up or break up today for the men at the centre of Europe. 6 captives from America's so-called war on terror due to stand trial before US military tribunals. As attacks on coalition forces in Iraq continue, the US offers a $25 million reward for the capture of Saddam Hussein.
And in business, an ultimatum from striking Nigerian workers forces the government back to the negotiating table.
Welcome to The World Today with an hour of the latest international news, business and sport. Italian Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi, whose country currently holds the presidency of Europe, will try to draw a line under the row over his Nazi jibe today when he holds talks with the EU Commission President Romano Prodi.
Silvio Berlusconi told the German he'd make a good Nazi concentration camp commander in a film. The parliament gasped, hardly able to believe what it was hearing. Afterwards, Martin Schulz told me...
Live now to Rome and to our correspondent Francis Kennedy. Francis, how hard is it going to be for these two men to draw a line under this row?
Nigeria, one of the main economies in Africa, and the government has been given until today to settle what's become a 5...
Now let's go over and join Alistair Yates for a closer look at the news around the UK. Alistair.
Thanks, David. Good morning. MPs say more action... include me. Here's the weather. It'll be a mostly dry day with variable amounts of cloud. Best of the sunshine in the west. Clouds will thicken in the east, giving a few mainly light showers. There we are, a roundup of the weather for the whole of the UK. And now back to The World Today.
You're watching The World Today from BBC News. A reminder now of the main international headlines. It's make up or break up day for the men at the centre of Europe. Italy's Silvio Berlusconi is to meet Romano Prodi, the European Commission President. 6 captives from America's so-called war on terror have been put forward to stand trial before US military tribunals. And coming up in World Business Report, union threats to disrupt Nigerian oil production concentrate government minds on a swift settlement to the strike. Palestinian Prime Minister Mahmoud Abbas.
Yeah. Well, any questions? How are those reports coming?
Fine.
I could get someone to help
it's
you.
Quite all right.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Good girl.
In the next part of Ruth Rendell's The Bridesmaid, a young man has to do just that.
Weeknights on BBC News 24. At 6:45, Sports Day brings you a roundup of the day's sports action. Catch up with the latest financial news in Business Today at 10:30. High-profile guests, hard-hitting interviews at 11:30 in Hard Talk. Weeknights on BBC News 24.
Welcome back to The World Today. I'm David Jessel. Sally Bundock will be here in a moment with World Business Report. But first, let me remind you of our top news stories. The Italian Prime Minister...